Can you give me a countdown?
3, 2, 1, go!
Cool. My passion began when I was about 16, when I had my first part-time job. I worked at a cafe in Papamoa, and from there it just sort of flourished into what it is today. The main idea of Nitrous Coffee was just to merge my two passions, which is cars and coffee. What the brand sort of means to me is nitrous for a car makes a car go faster, and our nitrous is our coffee. I personally got into the coffee tutoring as I had just seen an untapped part of the market. I noticed there was a lot of group coffee sessions and a lot of people orientated around one tutor, and I just thought it was a good niche to get into the market of just doing one-on-one sessions that can cater to anyone. I love to give people the same opportunity that I was given at that age. I like to tutor people just to be able to teach them the right way to make coffee and the nitrous way. I'm very particular with my craft. I like my coffee one way, and that explains why I got into the coffee beans side of the business. I wanted my own blend. I like my own flavor profile. The idea of having my own coffee blend orientated around me wanting to build a coffee brand around the business. I've tried all sorts of different coffee blends, brands, tastes, profiles and origins, and sort of just wanted to bring something together that represents myself. Me having my own branding, my own bags and my own blend was just something that I had untapped in my business, and it was just a way to expand nitrous around the country, and I'm very lucky that it has grown to that and how it is today. I have orders anywhere from top of the North Island to the bottom of the South Island. So the future of Nitrous Coffee Bar is to build a bit of an empire. I want to open more locations. I want more people to try my coffee beans. I just want to grow it in general. The end goal for me would be have Nitrous Coffee Bar everywhere you look, in your workplace, in your local coffee shop, and just around the corner. Yeah, so the whole plan with Nitrous Coffee Bar before I had the 9 Hull Road location is I actually had a location on 131 Tosha Street, and that was basically just built into a corner building on a roundabout. It was definitely a really good learning experience. I was there for about 1.5 years before I moved up here and started the coffee shop in the pod itself. But yeah, definitely was a big learning experience just in accessibility. I more or less wanted my own space. I was more conjoined with other businesses. Me obviously being quite tall, I'm 6'4". I wanted the space to be orientated around my height as well, just to, as I'm in there all day, every day, I wanted something that was just more or less comfortable. But yeah, when I decided to expand the business into my own space, I was sort of looking for a container style setup. I always had the concept and idea of turning a container into a coffee shop. So I was looking at cabins, individual units itself, just something big enough just for me, as sole operated. It's all just me in there. When I stumbled upon the pod, it basically just met all my needs and everything I was after. And from there, I just fell in love with the style, the way it looked, the potential. I saw a lot of potential in it. The kit out itself gave me a lot of opportunity to build what I wanted inside and the layout I wanted to sort of turn into my coffee shop. Yeah, the overall planning of the space, it was actually quite tricky to start off with, just because it was a one-of-one. I've never seen the concept been done before. So it sort of just took me getting into the space, working out the area, working out exactly where I'm going to place things, where they're going to be located. And then from there, it was basically a big jigsaw puzzle. I put it all together, made sure it worked for me, worked for my height, and worked for what I needed it for. And then from there, make sure it's user-friendly for customers. I wanted to make sure customers felt comfortable in there, it was nice, clean, attractive to the eye, looks good. And yeah, it just sort of scaled into what it is today. The pod personally was just a really good space. It gave me a blank canvas. It gave me just a good foundation to start off with. For me, that was very important. I sort of wanted to do it my way and the way I wanted to do it. and the pod offered that to me. I've been in the pod for about 1.5 years now, so I've been able to experience day-to-day life and working with it, working around my surroundings, and just getting the feel of how it all works. And I'm very grateful. It is perfect for what I needed, for easy to access for customers. I've had a lot of comments on it, just the way it looks, the style, how professional it is, and just people just haven't seen it before. You know, it's a first for a lot of people, sorry, and people just sort of noticed that it's just a real good way of building a real small business. I definitely recommend it to anyone. It just gives you a blank canvas. You can sort of design the interior how you want and how you like it, and from there, it looks professional. It's very easy to access. And it's just overall just a real sleek, nice design.